Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Sennheiser Momentum 4 Wireless. Now you can pick these up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on these, $350. Now they come in two different colors. You got black and white. All right, so let's go through all of the specs. Now these are Bluetooth version 5.2. The codecs is SBC, AAC, and aptX adaptive. Now you got 42mm dynamic drivers. That's going to give you that Sennheiser signature sound. Now you got customizable sound. So you got EQ presets, you got sound modes, and sound personalization. So what that means is customizable EQ settings. Now you got adaptive noise cancellation and transparency mode. You got 4 beamforming mics. That's going to give you crystal clear phone calls. You got auto on and off. So what that means is when you want to power up the headphones, just pick them up. They'll automatically turn on. When you want to turn them off, put them on the table. They'll turn off after 15 minutes. Now you can also manually do that with the button. Now you got smart pause. That means when you're playing your music, take your headphones off, your music will pause, put them back on, the music will resume. And you also got touch controls for playing pause, skipping reverse tracks, answering end phone calls, and you can activate your Google Assistant. You also got volume up and down. Now you got premium comfort. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And check this out. The battery life, 60 hours. I repeat, 60-hour battery life. Now you also got fast charge. 5 minutes of charge will give you 4 hours worth of playtime. And it takes 2 hours to fully charge the headphones. Now you also got an app that's available for Android and iOS that lets you customize all of your settings. All right, so all of that for $350. What's missing? Number one, there's no IP rating. So these are not the Singing in the Rain headphones. And number two, no multi-point connection. So you can only pair one device at a time. Other than that, these are premium active noise canceling headphones. All right, so let's unbox them and see what it is. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White shoes,
My white shoes.
calm down. All right, here we go. Sennheiser Momentum 4 Wireless. Let's see, did I miss anything? Signature sound, customizable sound, adaptive noise cancellation, crystal clear calls, smart pause, and auto on and off. Okay? 60-hour battery life. That's more than triple the Sennheiser Momentum 3s and double the Sony M5's. Okay? It's top tier battery life. Okay, so let's see what you get inside. Sennheiser inspired by music. Plug it and file. Okay, and this is going to be your carrying case. Now, I love this fabric material. If you got the Sennheiser earbuds, it's the same theme. Look how classy this looks. Okay, real nice. Okay, I like that. Let's check the zipper on this. Quality zipper. You got a carabiner hook. And again, this is a hard shell case. Okay, so let's see what you get inside. Now inside, you got your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. Little poison for the trolls. Let me say that in my pocket. Now it does come with a 3.5, okay, L-shaped cable for auxiliary devices or plug it into your airplanes. And speaking of airplanes, you do have the airplane adapter. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. Now you're going to get your charging cable. Let's see what this one is. This is going to be USB-A to USB Type-C, nice and long. Giggity. And these are going to be your earbuds. Okay, now let's see inside the case. Nice felt material, okay? And if you notice, has a little branding right there that lets you know the airplane adapter goes here, cable goes there, left and right, and your USB cable. Okay, soft felt material, real nice. Okay, Sennheiser Momentum 4s. Now, right away, you can see the difference in the look. Let's pull out the 3s. Now, one thing about the 3s, I got to keep it real with y'all. The look of the 3s, it didn't have that premium look to it. You see with just the old metal right here around the sides, you know, no fabric on the top. You know, they just look like a set of regular headphones, not too premium looking. Okay? Now, with the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, notice the difference. Okay, look at that Sennheiser logo. Okay, beautiful. Again, the same cloth that you're gonna find on the earbuds. Keep everything looking uniform. Okay, now these, they don't fold up. Okay, the ear cups do swivel. Left and right branding on each earbud, each ear cup. Okay, now voice prompts, I heard it just powered up. These are going to be your touch controls. Okay, so swipe up and down for volume up and down. Swipe back and forth. Skip and reverse tracks. Okay, double tap for play and pause. Single tap. And this is going to be your activate noise cancellation also. Okay, so let's go ahead and peel that off. Peel this one off. Right. Okay. Beautiful. Nice and lightweight. Now I'm going to pause the video, grab a phone, we'll pair this up, and we'll start our usual testing. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to answer 3 questions. Number 1, are these worth $350? Number 2, are they better than the Sennheiser Momentum 3s? And number 3, how would I rank these versus another set of ANC headphones at a similar price point, the Sony M5's? Now, these are $50 more. All right, so let's get started. First, let's talk about the build quality. Excellent. Okay, now these are extremely lightweight. I love that they went with the cloth on the top now. It just looks way more premium. The headband, nice and soft. Let's do the Easter Island head size test. Okay. So if you got a big dome, you can fit these. But the ear cups. Now, this is one of the biggest differences that I'm noticing right now between the Sennheiser 3s and the Sennheiser 4s. Okay, let me pause the music. The Sennheiser 3s, okay? These are a little bit heavier. The ear cups don't swivel. And the padding in the ear cups is not as soft as the Momentum 4s. Okay, now these are soft, but the Momentum 4s, these are breastises soft. All right, these feel like a nice set of breastises. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so the build quality on these is A1. Now, let's do a quick test versus the Sonys. Okay, now the ear cups actually feel more soft and luxurious than the Sonys. As far as the weight, both extremely lightweight. Now, as far as the looks, you got to be the judge of that for yourself. Personally, I think they pretty much look the same. I could go either way. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go with Sennheiser. I like this cloth on the top. Okay, with that little logo. They just look more luxurious. Okay, so the build quality on these is A1. Next, these are going to be your touch controls. Okay, so you swipe up and down, volume up and down. Swipe back and forward. That answer and end phone calls. Also skip and reverse tracks. Okay, you got play. You got pause. You got double tap for ANC and transparency mode. Now, you can also use pinch. We'll talk about that when I show you the features. Let's look around. Now, you do have a manual power button. Okay. Okay, now you heard it say connected. You got a manual power button. So this way you can turn these on and off manually, or you can use smart on and off, auto on and off. Now, you got your LED indicators. That's going to show you your battery life. You got USB Type-C charging slot. Here's your 3.5 auxiliary input. That's for your headphones cable. Okay, you see a bunch of mics, ANC mics all over the place, top and bottom. Okay, and like I said, the ear cups do swivel, but they don't fold. Now, they do stretch out. Okay, again, Easter Island size head, you're good to go. All right, so let me grab a phone. All right, so before I show y'all the app, I want to make a little announcement with a correction. Now, shout out to Sennheiser for sending me these early to review, and they asked me to make sure that I download and update the firmware before I do this video, so I have access to all of the latest features. So if you notice, when I did the unboxing, you didn't see my little unboxing knife. I had already opened these up, downloaded, and installed the latest firmware, and it's set up to date. Now, I could be wrong, but when I was going through all of the settings, getting ready for this review, I thought it said Momentums can only connect to one device. Now, I was just about to show y'all the app. Then I got a little pop-up saying I got another firmware update. So it took about 20 minutes. I just downloaded and installed it. And now check this out. It says Momentums can only connect to 2 devices at once. Okay, so you do have multi-point connection. Now here's the thing. I might have read that wrong. It could be my mistake. Or maybe they just added this with the update. But either way, now you got multi-point connection. Okay? All right, so let's go through the app real quick. It shows you a picture of your headphones. You got the name of the headphones, your Bluetooth connection status, mine is connected, and your battery percentage, 70%. Now, again, under connection management, okay, so now you can have up to 8 devices, I believe, but only 2 paired at the same time. Okay, so now you got your EQ. You got different presets. So you got rock, pop, dance, hip hop, classical, music, and you got my presets. Okay, so I got 2 custom presets. And here's how they're going to look. Okay, so if you go to sound check, this is important. Okay, make sure you use the sound check and get your personalized sound settings. Okay, it really works. Now I want to show you one more thing with the EQ. You do have bass boost and podcast. Okay, so you got smart zones. Basically, you can set up different zones. So say you got one zone set up at work. When you get to work, you're going to have a different sound profile. When you get home, you have a different one. When you get to the gym, you have a different one. So you can have different sound zones that will automatically switch when you reach that zone. Now you got active noise cancellation. Okay, so you got transparency mode, ANC, different levels, and you can put it on adaptive. This way it'll automatically adjust depending on your environment. You also have side tone. That's how much of your voice you want to hear when you're on a phone call. Some people like to hear more of their own voice or less. I like it right in the middle. Okay, so now you got Discover. Okay, all the different Sennheiser products. And you got your settings. Okay, so now my firmware is up to date. You got Comfort Call. Okay, you got on-air detection. You got Smart Pause. Okay, when you take off the headphones, it'll pause the music. You got Auto Power Off. I'm going to leave that on 15 minutes. You got your different codecs, your model name, factory reset. And these are all your tiles or widgets. Okay, so these are all the widgets you see when you go to the main page. Okay, so the app is simple and straightforward. All right, so now let's do a sound test. Now I got a classic song queued up. We got Mary J. Blige, Be Happy Remix featuring Keith Murray. I'm going to start off with max volume. I got my custom EQ settings, and adaptive noise cancellation is turned on, but there's no noise in here, so I should get the maximum sound. Okay, here we go. Birdman hands rubbing together. 1 tap for playing pause. And I promise y'all I'm not going to sing, but I got my microphone just in case. Here we go. Okay. Let's get ready for that classic Sennheiser sound. Okay, here it goes. Hands to the beat. Just clap your hands to the beat. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know? Let's go. Woo! Time to let go. Say all I really want is to be happy. Find a love that's mine that will be so sweet. All I really want to be happy. Find a love that's mine. It will be so. Let's go. I ask for a sign from the sweet Lord above. I know the answer is in front of me, but when you think you're in love, you only see what you wanna see. Woo! All I see is me for you, and you for me. Hold up. Okay, let's hit pause. Woo! Okay, I forgot I was making a video. These sound great. Okay, these sound great. Now, you know we got to do a bass test. So let's take it over to one of the classic bass songs, Nipsey Hussle, Blue Laces 2. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's been so... Now, this is my personalized settings. I never heard it yet. Hold up, here it goes. Hold up. Woo! Oh, okay. Ooh, that singing bass line hit. Let's go. Mogul, let they know that. Okay, hold up. Let's see the auto pause. Let's see. Okay, now I think I turned off auto play and pause. Let's hit pause on the button. Okay. Okay. Woo. Now, if y'all notice, I'm down here sweating in the basement. Bro, let me tell you something. Classic Sennheiser sound. These deliver. Okay, now, I got to test out some more songs. I'm going to test out some of my different streaming services with higher quality music. But as of right now, okay, if you had the Sennheiser Momentum 3s and you like how those sounded, and if y'all watch my top 5 headphones, I said the Sennheisers had the most bass. out of the Sonys, out of the AirPods, out of the Master and Dynamics, out of the B&Os, out of the Techniques. Sennheiser has the best bass sound for me. And these are right on par. All right, these are delivering. Let me test out a few more songs. All right, so now let's do the reconnection test. How long do these take to reconnect your phone after you disconnect them? So if you notice, it says Momentum 4s. Let's go ahead and power these off. Okay. Fully disconnected. Now I'm going to hit the power button. Okay, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 3 Mississippis, and it reconnected. That's pretty good. All right, so now let's check the touch controls, and everything is on the right ear cup. So single tap for play and pause. Okay, the music is playing. Let's hit pause. Music pause. Let's hit play again. There it is. Okay, now swipe forward to go to the next track. Okay, swipe the other direction to go to the previous track. Okay, swipe up for volume up. See the volume going up? Swipe down for volume down. Okay, and press the button for voice assistant. What's the weather for tomorrow? Okay, now you also have, let's go back to the settings. Okay, now I'm going to turn off transparency mode with a double tap. You notice? Now my music is playing with ANC on. Now if I double tap again, now I'm on transparency mode. And the transparency mode on this is excellent. I can hear my voice crystal clear. I can hear my nails on the table. And one more thing, let's go to settings. If you want to, you can have auto pause. That's what I got it on right now. So when I turn on transparency mode, it automatically pauses my music. Okay? And then when I hit the button again, my music resumes. So right now I'm on transparency mode. Let's turn it off. Okay? And my music is on. So all of the touch controls work. All right, so now let's check for latency. And what I mean by that is, when you're watching a video, is there any lip sync delay from the person's lip to what you hear? Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, let's get some actual voice. Okay, definitely lapping. Okay, no lip sync delay at all. So this will be perfect for watching your videos. All right, so now let's check the call quality. Let me call up Amaya. Okay, let's get Momentum 4s. Yeah. Hi, girlie. Where you at? You underwater? Oh, no wonder. It sounds out here like an echo. All right, were you taking a dump? All right, can you go out of the bathroom for a minute? Because I want to test this. I want to test these headphones out and see how they sound. Yeah, go like in a regular room. Taking a midnight dump. Hell, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I ain't mad at you. Okay. All right. Well, all right. I'm in the middle of a video, so we gotta wrap this. We gotta keep this going. I'll call you back later and get the full story. But right now, just go to somewhere that's like regular. Okay, you can hear me? All right, I hear you fine too. All right, let me do this. Hold up. Let me know if you hear any wind. Yeah, I got the fan on. You hear any wind? Sounds crystal clear? Okay, hold up. What about now? You don't hear any wind? Oh, okay. You sound good too. All right, so let me hold you. You probably had tacos or something. That's why you got mud butt. You got mud butt. You got mud buttitis, inflammation of the butt glands. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call you back and get the tea after this. All right. Bye. Okay. Let me turn off the Brookstone fan. All right. I had this fan blowing right in my ears. And she said, let me take these. Yeah, I didn't take these off. These do have great noise cancellation. I can tell you that right now, because when you got them on, you can't hear nothing in the room right now, even though there's nothing in the room, but it's even more quiet, if that makes sense. It's quiet now, but it's so quiet I can't even hear my voice when I'm not on the phone. That's why you got to use side tone. It lets you hear more of your voice or less of your voice. Now, talking on the phone sounded great. I put the Brookstone fan right next to the ear cups. She didn't hear any wind. Okay, so I call that great call quality. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's check for active noise cancellation. Now I'm going to start off by using one of my favorite tests, the annoying baby crying. Now y'all remember, I got 3 tiers of noise cancellation. We got trash tier, okay tier, and top tier. Now at top tier, we should hear no parts of the baby crying. So let me put these back on my head. Okay, let's activate the baby. Okay, now let's activate the music. Okay, so I'm activating Blue Laces too. I'm at max volume. Okay, got ANC turned on. Let's wait for the bass. Okay, now when the bass is playing, I don't hear none of the baby. Let's wait for the full music to come on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's now, hold on, let me hit pause. Okay, now, let's hit pause on this. I do hear a hint of the baby crying, a hint. In parts of the song when it's just all bass line and no music, I heard a little bit of whine from the baby, but as the music is in full glory, I didn't hear any sound. Okay, so this passed the baby crying test. Now I'm gonna go outside and sit in the car and see if it passes the V10 muffler sounds test. All right, so I just came back from outside testing out transparency mode and active noise cancellation, and here's my results. Now, as far as transparency mode, these work great. Okay, I didn't have any issues at all. You can easily have a conversation without taking your headphones off. And my only advice would be, if you're listening to loud music, go to settings and make sure you have it pause the music when you turn on transparency mode. This way you can hear all your surroundings, you can hear cars, you can hear people, you can have a full conversation with somebody without taking your headphones off. Next, let's talk about active noise cancellation. Now remember, we got 3 tiers. I would rank these as top tier noise cancellation. Okay, now I was upstairs sitting in front of my air conditioner and I did some side-by-side testing with the M5's, all right, and the Momentum 4's. And I will say this. The M5's definitely have more noise cancellation. Same thing when I sat in the car and I did the muffler test. With both of these on, I can still hear a little bit of my muffler, but you hear it a little bit less with the M5's than the M4's. Now, when I did the baby crying test, these passed, but it all depends on what kind of music you listen to. Now, I like to listen to a lot of rap music, a lot of dancehall, a lot of reggae. Music like that, if you put it on full blast, you will not hear a baby crying. Now, if you're listening to Beethoven or R&B songs that have a lot of hooks with no music in the background, when you get to that part of the song, you might hear a little bit of the baby. Now, on a side note, as a parent, we all know that annoying baby crying sound if you're traveling, okay, if you're on a flight, your baby crying is annoying, but somebody else's baby crying is twice as annoying. These will drown out the baby crying sounds. All right, if you're on a flight, all you got to do is get some nice music, put it on full blast. These are top tier noise canceling headphones. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to rank the Sennheiser Momentum 4's as a major go. I love the sound signature of Sennheiser headphones. These got a lot of bass. The highs and the mids are crystal clear. Phone call quality was great. No wind noises. And 60 hours battery life with that fast charge. These are totally worth the price. Speaking of the price, let me answer those 3 questions. Number 1, are these worth $350? And like I just said, yes, okay? Totally worth the price. 60 hours battery life is ridiculous. Next, which ones do I like better? The Momentum 3's, okay? Or the Momentum 4's? I'm going to go with the Momentum 4's, okay? Bluetooth version 5.2 versus 5.0, better connectivity. Not to mention, the 4's look better. They feel better. Okay, you got the swivel ear cups, so you can put them in that flat case. The ear cups are way softer. The build quality, it just looks more premium. They're more lighter with the weight. Okay, not to mention the battery life, 17 hours versus 60 hours. This is a total upgrade, okay? Definitely worth the price, definitely better than the 3's. As far as sound quality, they pretty much sound the same. And that's what I love about them, okay? Sennheiser headphones have a lot of bass. Y'all remember when I did my top 5? I said my number 1 bass-heavy ANC headphones was the Momentum 3's. Same thing with the 4s. And that's due to the custom EQ settings, okay? Go to the EQ settings, do the personalized sound test, play with it for yourself. You're going to love the sound signature. And the last question, if I had to choose, which one would I pick? The Sony M5's or the Sennheiser Momentum 4s? And personally, I'm going to go with the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, and let me tell you why. I'm all about sound quality and music. Now, it's one thing if the Sony's was God tier noise cancellation and these was trash tier, that would be a big deal. But God tier and top tier, there's only a small line between the two. These are just a little bit better with the ANC, but I'm all about sound quality. These have better sound quality, okay? The ear cups are a little bit softer. As far as the build quality, about the same. Look the same weight. They both look premium and nice, even though the Sennheisers, okay, with this cloth top, they just look even more premium, okay? And more importantly, double the battery life of the Sonys and $50 cheaper. This is an all-around win. Anyway, Sennheiser Momentum 4s, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes. Picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock, run the beam up. Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facebook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.